매일매일 네 이름을 불렀어.
We did it! We made it through the year. And while it's been a pretty awful one for many of us, this year was fire for K-pop. There were so many great releases and groups reaching new heights that I decided I wanted to make a top 20 releases of 2020. So I had a list and whittled it down to 20. But just please know that everything presented in this video is entirely my opinion, and I have my obvious biases. I tried to go off a few different factors, such as the music video, the dance, the impact it had, but ultimately my deciding factor was the song itself and how I personally felt about it. So let's get started.
아무도 몰래 몰래 we gon' play play play. 불을 붙여 oh that's my way. Do it for me oh that's my babe.
This is probably an unpopular opinion, but Play was my favorite of Chungha's releases this year. I love all her music, and of course she's arguably the best dancer in K-pop, but something about the Latin flair to this song is what really drew me in, and the outfits, of course. The outfits are amazing.
말해봐다 어서 다 cause I'm not shy. Not shy, not me. 넌 다 보냈다. Not shy, not shy, not me. Give me da 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 da.
This song is catchy as hell, and I loved their styling. I personally find that their releases this year were better than last year's, even though I've always enjoyed ITZY. And Not Shy's biggest strength, I think, is the choreography and the fact that the song is in a really comfortable range for the girls, so they sound great. They were able to showcase their talent so well.
도망쳐줘.
I love seeing Taemin continue his career as a soloist, since SHINee was my favorite boy group when I first got into K-pop. He's obviously born for the stage, and Criminal has such a great beat. It's such a solid song in the same genre like Move, which was another one of his great releases. It fits Taemin so perfectly, and it has a little Michael Jackson flair.
이라고 뛰어서 내 맘에 태양을 꼭 삼킨 채 영원토록 뜨겁게 지지 않을게.
2020 was the year that I got into IZ*ONE, and it was thanks to this song. The girls are obviously talented and cute, and I particularly really love Chaeyeon, but I didn't love their previous releases personally. However, Fiesta was just so fun and bright, and the music video is a visual feast. The song is catchy, and of course their dance formations are always impressive. I like their other releases this year too, but this was my favorite one.
Like an echo in the forest, 하늘같도 나오겠지. 아무래도 없던 듯이 이게 life goes on like.
What a great choice to release a song like this after the year we've all had. And BTS specifically. I mean, they showcased such a variety of their musical abilities this year, and ending it in this more ballad, melodic song to comfort us was perfection. BTS deserves everything, and this song is exactly what they needed to release when they did. The whole album, by the way, is just phenomenal.
Oh my god, you took me to the sky. Oh my god.
Full disclosure, I didn't really like this song at first when I first heard it. I'm one of those annoying people who gets upset about bad line distributions, and I thought that Idol has done better, but it grew on me. The way Soyeon can do anything is unmatched. I love the exploration of sound and style and the dark, kind of sensual nature of this song and lyrics. The video is also one of the most gorgeous videos of the year.
My life is waiting for you. 가슴 날 보고 웃는 그녀. My heart is beating for you.
Everything that G-Friend releases is like taking a big breath of fresh air, and Mango was no different. I absolutely loved this song from the first second I heard it. It's sweet, it's catchy, it sparkles just like they do. They're really maturing and growing as a group with their concepts, but still maintaining a sweetness underneath it. One of my favorite things from this song also is the stage outfits that kind of remind me of Selena.
난 마치 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯이 널 찾아서 헤매다 길을 잃어가 다신 깨지 못할 너란 꿈에 살아.
I liked all of ATEEZ's releases this year. They never disappoint. Their music and their sound is unique and interesting, and their talent, of course, is undeniable. But my top song of theirs is Inception. It definitely took the cake for me in terms of their best releases. It has such an epic, dramatic, and emotional feel to it, and I replay this song probably more than anything else they've ever put out. God, I love 17. Their talent is just unbelievable, and even though I don't think I like hardcore stan them, I'm always happy to see them succeed, and they've been succeeding and killing it lately. A lot of their songs I don't listen to all that much, but this is one that I cannot stop playing. It gives me such a joyous feeling. I love that it has a kind of retro concept, but with more of a unique take. Like, it almost had a 1940s feel rather than the 80s style of K-pop this year. And of course, 17 is the best dancing group in K-pop, so it's always a joy to watch them perform. A-Pink is truly one of the greats in girl groups in K-pop. They're still going strong and improving constantly after almost 10 years together. They have who I think is probably the strongest vocalist in K-pop with Yoonji, and just as a group, they're so likable and enjoyable, and all of their music is no different. Dum Dum was a banger. I listened to it a ton, and the dance had some really cute parts, including that viral hand thing that they did, so it has to get some credit. For a lot of K-pop groups, when they try something experimental, in my opinion, they go a little too far with it. No shade, but in particular, Red Velvet, Zimzalabim, and Girls' Generation, the boys were kind of out there. But Twice went with this very psychedelic techno-pop concept, but still had enough consistency to really follow it as a melodic pop song. I personally don't like empty choruses, so I understand that critique of this song, but I still think people don't appreciate it enough. Twice did something new and they made it work, and they really put effort into the choreo, and also Sana's more line of the pre-chorus added to that catchiness factor that a lot of songs with empty choruses lack. Plus, that dance break, that rap, it just had so many shining moments and I loved it. Alright, so Dreamcatcher is obviously a group that deserves more recognition, not only for their incredible talent, but also their uniqueness and the concepts that they do that no one else is doing. I've always liked them and I listen to them somewhat regularly, but Boca is, in my opinion, their best song to date. It's one of my most played songs of this whole year, and those high notes that Sion hits in the final chorus, that's possibly my favorite vocal moment in K-pop this whole year. A lot of groups have been topping themselves this year, and TXT is no exception. Can't You See Me is my favorite release by them, now beating Runaway. It has that mysterious, dark murder mystery vibe that I am 100% behind. I love how their music always takes you somewhere fantastical, like it's a fairy tale, and it might be dreamy, wonderful, adventurous, or in this case, a dark fairy tale. I think the song should be the theme of like a teen drama with a murder at the center of it.
Control. 나를 감시하는 just spotlight. 비출수록 어둠 속으로 빨려들어. 끝이 보이는데 I know it's not right. I can't stop me, no.
Now, I liked this song from the get, but I admit it also grew on me. My initial love for it was like a 7 out of 10. After listening to it every single day, I work out to it, I clean my kitchen to it, I can't stop me from listening to it. It's such a bop and it gets better and better the more that you listen to it. It's got that really fun dance as well. It's not as tough as More and More, but it's still great and it's really hard to sing. Plus that risky part is like the new Shy. It's a total earworm. Hwasa is the it girl of K-pop. She has everything: beauty, talent, exuding confidence, even in the face of criticism. And the lyrics of this song are really powerful, and Hwasa is powerful. Maria is catchy, gets stuck in your head. The dance is super memorable with a lot of iconic moves that are, by the way, a lot harder than they look. And she promoted that while recovering from some back issues. So that was impressive as well. And I just really love her and I cannot stop listening to this track.
잔소리 stop it. 알아서 할게. 내가 뭐가 됐든 내가 알아서 할 테니까 좀. I do what I want now. 평범하게 살든
This song really has everything. It's catchy. It has the iconic, memorable, killing parts, both in dance and in the melody. I still do that shoulder dance, albeit badly, at home all the time. And the fashion and the styling of this era is probably my favorite of any comeback this year or any comeback in a long time, really, that I can think of. I have nothing negative to say about this song. I've listened to it a million times, and I'm sure I will a million more. Wannabe is my favorite ITZY track, and I genuinely love all their music. Now, I'm not sure if this actually counts as a comeback or if it's just me being obsessed with it this much because it's new, but I don't care. In my opinion, this was Twice's best song this year. I love that they have slowly inched towards a darker and more mature concept, and while a lot of people say that started with More and More or even Fancy, I saw this transition coming slowly since 2018 with Yes or Yes in particular. Cry For Me delivers a final blow to the year and the maturation of Twice with an unbelievable melody, this gorgeous styling, incredible choreography, and some pretty iconic moments. If they get Jonghyun back to release a music video, I think I actually will die. If we were going off just impact of the song, of course Dynamite would be number one on this list. But since this one is a little more about my personal opinion, I think it's fair to sit it happily right here. I replay it every single day. I love the video, the style, the dance, the beat. It's absolutely an amazing summer track. It became the most awarded song in K-pop history, shattering records globally, first K-pop song nominated for a Grammy, and proved once again that BTS's only competition is themselves. It's not my personal favorite BTS track, but it definitely deserves the hype, and it always puts me in a good mood. Is it cheating to lump two songs together? I don't want to take up too many spots with BTS because I want to talk about other artists, but I love On and Black Swan so much. The whole Map for the Soul 7 album is incredible. And when the video for On dropped, the first one with the choreography, I was just blown away by the creativity, the beat, the dance, the vocals. And Black Swan as well. BTS showed two sides of themselves and proved again, of course, that they're the kings of everything they do, topping themselves time and time again. Nobody is doing it like BTS.
놀라게 해도 Oh I want it more Yeah 다스미 boy 감동시켜도 Cause I want it more
그래서 난 노노나나 노노나나 볼을 먹는 네
I'm a little monster like 꿈내 날 괴롭혀 내 꿈만 꾸게 해난 춤추고 놀래 가면 들린 너의
It's been a minute, I'm in it 이미 난 이기는 기분 느끼며 지키는 말을 without this fit never fit in 날 막아서는 거슬림이 빠르래도 6 feet 깨버려 system
아마다 잠깐일지도 몰라 우리 무얼 찾아서 헤매는 걸까
But I don't care do it over and over 내 세상 속에 너만 있으면 돼 Ever grow forever let's go Got no time for haters 모두 다 집어치워버려 라디라라리라라 라디라리라 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 I can't eat
This choice surprised even me. But every year, there seems to be a single song in K-pop that I can listen to nonstop and never, ever get sick of. Last year it was Fancy, the year before that it was Fake Love, but this year it's La Di Da. I know this song did not get a ton of recognition, it did not win any awards, it didn't really take off, but it deserved to. If this one had been a Twice or a Blackpink comeback, it would have been enormous. I love the way that it had the 80s techno pop, superhero, video game concept. I've always liked Everglow, and I think they always do well, but this song by far tops all of their others. The sound, the style, the music video, the dance. There's nothing that I don't love about this song. Normally, my top favorite songs come from BTS or Twice or Mamamoo. But after a lot of thought and realizing how much I listened to it, I had to give this to Everglow. La Di Da is my personal song of the year.